Hi everyone, thank you for joining me live tonight. My name is Tammy Capone and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I apologize for the delays. I was having some technology issues, but it looks like we are live, so that is awesome. And I am just checking my page to see if I'm live so I can see your comments. If you want to comment, say hi. Say where you're from. You can tell me how the weather is. Any comment in the comments would be great. And I will enter you into a drawing to win this birthday card that we will be making tonight. So we will be using the new Hi Amber. Hi Mana. Thank you so much for joining me live tonight so I can see that I'm live. Was having some technology issues at the beginning. So anyhow, I'm using a free Sale-A-Bration set tonight. It's called the Awesome Otters. And I'm going to be showing you a really fun technique using the Basic Pattern Decorative Masks. I don't know if you guys have those. If you want to comment yes or no, let me know if you have them, if you played with them. So I'm just going to show you a really simple and easy technique with them. I'm not going to show a lot of different techniques. I'm just going to show you one super fun and easy one that I did playing with the otter, making the water. So we will be playing with that. If you do not have a catalog and you're interested in getting the catalogs, I have plenty of catalogs to give out. They're free from me. All I ask is that you make me your demonstrator. So I have a bunch of those already for you. I can drop that off or drop it in the mail for you. So with the Sale-A-Bration, if you spend $50 or $100 or more, you get to pick out some free products. And so this otter is one of the free ones that you can purchase. And as you can see, there's 3 really cute otters in this stamp set, as well as a birthday hat. It's birthday time and you are utterly awesome. And this will be really fun to do for Valentine's as well. So be watching for some posts. I'll be making some Valentine cards with these as well. So I just wanted to show you. So it is on page 11 in the Sale-A-Bration catalog. And it is free with a $50 purchase. So you can see a lot of the fun examples that they have in this catalog. So again, if you need one of these catalogs, just drop it in the comments and I will make sure and get one to you. So I'm watching the comments so that I can answer any questions. So if you have any questions about anything, feel free to drop those in the comments as well. So we also have our mini catalog that just launched January 4th. And so there's a lot of really fun spring, Valentine, there's Easter products in here. And believe it or not, there's even some summery projects in here. You know, stamp sets, and there's like a boat punch, which is really fun. So there's a lot of great new products that are coming out. And I just wanted to remind you, you can still purchase 2 from the annual catalog. So something to keep in mind is this catalog is going to expire at the end of April, and they will come out with a new catalog for May 1st. So you can still order out of this catalog until April 20th. Something I just wanted to point out, because I see too we have some demonstrators on here, some of my downline. I just wanted to point out one thing for you to keep in mind as you're ordering out of this catalog. Again, as I said, it's retiring at the end of April. But if you go to page 123, you're going to see that there's an in color collection, which we have in cardstock. It's in the stamp pads, the Stampin' ink refills, and the Stampin' blends. So if you come over, not this first section, but the second section, says 2020 to 22, you're going to see all of these colors are going to be retiring at the end of April. So if these colors, which I have to say, at first I wasn't so crazy, but the more I play with them, I'm really sad that these are going to be retiring. So we've got the Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Bumblebee, Magenta Madness, and Misty Moonlight. And I use all of these colors all the time. So these colors are going to be retiring at the end of April. So if you're in love with them like I am, and I've started stocking up on some of the paper and stuff, So make sure you order those if you're interested and you love those like I do. So tonight with our card in the background, you see this really pretty rainbow paper. Let me show you, I have a fuller sheet up here, which is really cute. This is super fun. So I'm going to be using this tonight with our otter card. So it's front and back. This is from the Hostess set. So one side is all beautiful color, and then the opposite in this Hostess set is all black and white. And that is in the annual catalog. And that is on page 171. As you can see, you get lots of pattern paper. It's called Pattern Party 12 by 12 paper. And it is 48 sheets, so you get 4 of each double-sided. So like I said, one side is going to be all black and white, and one side is going to be printed in color. And so with this, you can only get with a $150 purchase. If you decide to purchase, $150, or you could have a party and get this set as part of your rewards for free. So this is just a Hostess set. So this is one of the sets that we will be playing with as well tonight. So I wanted to point those out to you. So again, if you need catalogs, just give a shout out. Be happy to get those to you for free. So we have, this is the basic mask, and I'll show you. So in the spring catalog, which I have not purchased yet, and they're really cute. Let me see if I can find them. Let's see. So we have the butterflies and flower layering decorative masks. So these are the ones that are coming out, that just came out in this mini catalog. So you've got the butterflies, there's the leaves, there's floral, more floral, and there's flowers. And so these are going to be background ones, and you'll see me use it tonight in one of the really, probably the fastest, simple ways. But these are also perfect if you wanted to do these first in a lighter color and then do pattern on top, so you'd have, the flower would have a really pretty pattern if you did it in a darker color, on top of the flower. So there's a lot of different possibilities with these masks. But again, I'll just show you something that's super simple and fun. So this basic one that I am using tonight is actually in the annual catalog. Almost there, I promise. Alright, so it is on page 128. We've got basic patterns, and we have plenty of patterns. So I'll show you those ones that in the pack that you get. So you get it in a pack of 4. Same with the other ones in the spring ones that I just showed you. And then these ones, it's also a packet of 4. So you've got the really fun, shapes. You've got the like a mermaid look. There's a floral and another floral pattern. So that is in the separate one. So let me show you the one that we'll be using tonight. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Amber. Alright, so we've got the pretty, it's almost like a floral pattern type look, almost, or even leaves. So these are really fun to do, for background paper, using white, or you could do this. I'm going to be doing it in, it's called Pool Party, so we'll be doing it in blue. This one is like the birch trees and the trees. And I was thinking this would be really fun to use with the squirrels that, doing a cute little squirrel in the front. But tonight we're going to be playing with the polka dots. So the first thing we have to do is we're going to trim down our cardstocks. So we're going to be using Pool Party. I thought I would do some of the prepping in front of you versus doing it so you can kind of see how easy it is. So this we're going to do 3 3/4 of an inch wide, and I'm actually going to do the full length of the card, which is 5 1/2. So it's 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. So this is already 5 1/2. And then we're trimming it down to 3 3/4. Alright, so I'm going to set those pieces aside and use those for another project. So we've got our mask. So I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to lay down on top the polka dots. So one of the things to hold this down so that it's not sliding all over when you're working on your project is I like to take washi tape and just put it down on top. So I'm just going to put it in the corners. And it just holds it down again so that it's not sliding all over. So we're going to be using our blending brushes. So it comes in a pack of 3. And the one thing I like about these brushes is when I'm done with them, I do rub them in a baby wipe to clean them off. But I have found that I don't entirely need to because, as you can see, there's still ink on there and the ink doesn't really come off. And I think that's pretty cool. So you could use those for different colors and not have to use the same. Yep, you're right, Mana. You can definitely use painter's tape if you'd like to if you don't have any washer tape. Or even just use Scotch tape or whatever you have on hand. So I hope you can see. It looks like you can see through the camera. But as you can see, the polka dots, some areas are darker than the others, some are lighter. And I thought that look was pretty cool. If you wanted it to be even, you could pull up one side and kind of see, you know, what areas are lighter and you want them to be darker. But I thought this looked kind of cool as having an uneven look to it. Let me know what you think, if you like that, or if you think you would want it to be, you know, all darker when, you know, the same shade. But I just thought that was kind of cool how I did it with the different shades of light and dark. So I'm actually going to take my blending brush, and I've got my ink pad. We're using, whoops, I got the wrong one. We're going to use Pool Party, which is the same shade as our cardstock. So it's a really pretty lighter blue. So I'm just going to take my blending brush and I'm actually just going to rub it right into my ink pad. So then I'm holding the paper down as well, and I'm just going to kind of rub over the polka dots, and it's going to create those polka dots onto the paper. So again, I kind of want it to be a little uneven. So I'm just doing some really quick circular motions around. And I'm actually going to pull it up sideways just a little bit because I want to see what it looks like. I think I'm going to do a little bit more right in the middle. I don't know if you can see it on camera. But the polka dots are pretty light. They're a little darker around the edge a little bit, but I definitely need to do a little bit more towards the middle. I agree with you, Mana. It does look like the shading makes the water looks like it's being blown by the wind. So I'm just doing these fast circular motions. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Hopefully this turned out pretty good. Yep, I love it. Alright. So as you can see, this is just one way of using the mask, creating this beautiful background paper. I thought that was pretty fun. So then when you're done, then you would just take a baby wipe and set that aside. I've got my baby wipe already. You'll take the washi tape off. You can toss that. And all I'm going to do is I just wiped it really good with a baby wipe. Just wipe all the ink off. And you can see there's blue on there. It does clean. And I always do both sides because you just never know if the ink is going to seep right through those holes. And then just set it aside to dry. It's easy peasy, I think. Hi, Catherine. So we just finished using a mask. If you remember when you were over, you found them for me. I've been looking for these. For days I've been looking. Catherine pulled it out and she goes, "What's this?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's what I wanted to use for my live video coming up." So anyhow, we're using our mask tonight. I'm using the polka dots. So I've actually just put my cardstock down, put this on top. I put washi tape to hold down the corners. We took our blending brush, rubbed it in the ink, and I just went over it until I got the look that I wanted. So I was just showing everyone how, you know, it can be uneven. Like, it kind of gives it a cool look for our water. So I'm really happy with that. So we're going to be using our basic white cardstock. And we'll fold that. Or you could use your scoring blade on your trimmer and score at 4 1/4. So I've got that really fun Hostess pattern paper already cut out, and I actually did the full length of the card. So this is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So we'll just go ahead and glue that right down. So sometimes if your glue doesn't come out of your Tombow glue, check to see if there's dry glue around there. And another tip that I have found that helps sometimes when I can feel that there's a lot of glue in here is to open up the opposite side. I don't know if you know, but this is double-sided, so you could use the fatter end as well. But if you just allow some airflow to get in there, then it also helps the glue to be able to come out on the other side if it's trapped in there. So I have found that tip to work as well. Sometimes it comes out in a big clump, so I'll open up the opposite side and just to let the air flow a little bit as well. So we're going to put that right on top. And I'm only using the small dimensionals once, and that is for the sentiment. So everything's going to be pretty flat. So we're going to put this down, and we're going to give a little bit of an edge for the pattern paper on the side. So we're just going to eyeball it and just keep it towards the middle. Just like that. Alright, so there we go. Isn't that really pretty? I think that masking technique is really fun to jazz up the cardstock. Alright, so I'm going to set this aside. We're going to do some fun stuff. We're going to stamp. I gotta figure out where I set my stamps at. Alright, so we've got the Awesome Otters, which is, this is free. This is one of the free sets in the Sale-A-Bration for spending $50. We're going to be stamping this little guy who looks like he's floating, cuddling with his fish. And we're going to do this little guy who looks like he's swimming in the water. When I get the cling stamps, I like to not do the stickers on all of the cling stamps so that I can show you for those of you that are new to stamping. So I'm going to do one of the sentiments. I've got the sentiment that says "You're utterly awesome." So when you get this kit, the stamp set, you actually have to put the stickers onto your stamps. So we're going to find the one that says "You're utterly awesome," which is this one right here. And you'll be able to see in the middle of all of these stickers, there's a line. So you're going to find that line, and you're kind of just going to pinch and pull up the paper just like that. So you're going to have to do both sides. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take your stamp and make sure you've got it in the right direction. And when you go to put your stamp on your sticky, you really only got one shot. So make sure that you take your time and just go slow. But you're just going to match the corners up. So I matched up both of the bottom corners, and then I'm just going to lay it down and just push it on there. If you pull it up, it pulls up your sticker. So I do want to show you this really quickly. I've got my Stampin' block. So if for some reason you go to pull up your paper and your whole sticker comes up, don't panic at all. So just take it and you're just going to lay it down on your block. Pull up the other piece of paper if you can. I'm going to use my Take a Pic to finish. Alright. So leave it on your blocks, and you would want to put it on your block exactly the way it is on your sticker sheet. So then what you're going to do is you're just going to do the exact same thing that you would have done in putting it down, except this time you just have to do it on your block. So I'm just kind of lining it up with the edging of everything, and then you'll be able to pull it back up, and there's your sticker. It's kind of nice to have all of your stickers on the back so that you can kind of see, you know, when you're stamping and when you're lining things up. Alright, so let's start stamping. We're going to use our Memento Tuxedo Black because we're going to be doing some coloring. So this is a fast drying ink. The Stampin' blends that we're going to be using tonight, they're alcohol based. So this is the perfect ink pad for that. Alright. We'll ink everything up, stamp everything, and then color. So has anybody done anything fun yet for the month of January? I know it's been absolutely freezing cold. So I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Anybody gone skiing, sledding? Not that we've had enough snow to go sledding, but all I've done is stay in the house because it's just freezing. Trying to stay warm. Hi Shannon, thank you for joining me tonight. We are making this super cute, utterly awesome birthday card. So now we have to color. So I've got all of my Stampin' blends picked out, the colors that I want to use. I've got this cute little trash can that I found at Dollar Tree. I use this for my trash, storing my Stampin' blends in there. Alright, so we've got a bunch of fun colors. We're going to start with Pool Party. So I'm going to color my water with this little guy. And we're just going to do a really quick job. And then I'm going to take my dark Pool Party and I'm just going to go over the lines of the water. So with the blends, you actually get, for $9, you get 2-in-1 pack, which is great. So you get a light color and then you get a dark color. So if you, I don't know if you watched my page, but Stampin' Up! Just came out a couple days ago with new blends, and they are all of like the neutral colors, which is perfect for coloring. You know, when especially when you've got faces, you've got, there's a whole bunch, I think there's I want to say there's 10 different shades of browns, which is amazing for facial coloring and stuff like that. So we just used Pool Party. Now we need to use the dark one. Thank you, Shannon, for sharing my post. I appreciate it. So I'm just going to take the dark Pool Party, and I'm just going to quickly just go over the lines and just to give it a little bit more definition. Nothing fancy. And I know I missed the raindrops. I'm actually going to cut that part out just a little. There we go. He's so cute. Alright, so now we've got our crumb cake, and I'm going to start with the light crumb cake and just color his belly. So if I was making a whole bunch of cards, this same design, I would stamp, you know, if I was making 5, I would stamp 5 of him, 5 of him, and I would just stick with one color and color all of the waters, and then go through, and I'm doing this, and I would do his belly on all of them. And it just makes it quicker when you're just sticking with one color versus coloring all of this and then stopping, coloring all of this and stopping. So I think this just saves a little bit of time when you're mass producing cards and just sticking with one color and then just moving on with the same color. I think that is a great time saver. So I'd seen someone had posted online, they were making an Otterly awesome birthday card actually, and they had gone to the post office and they had to buy stamps, and so one of the options that they were able to pick was they have stamps with otters on it, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is like so cool to send a otter card, you know, a birthday card in the mail, and then using otter stamps. I thought that was pretty cool. So does anybody have anything fun planned for this weekend? I know we do not, but one of the things that I have been doing is purging. I have literally redid the living room last week and went through every single basket and cabinet and went through everything. Anything that we don't use, we have started putting in a garage sale pile. So we are working on doing some organizing. So I know this Saturday we're planning on working on the kitchen, which too many cabinets to go through. It's a lot of work. But you know what? In the end, definitely pays off. To have a clean kitchen and a clean house is a good feeling. Oh, Mana, you got otter stamps and use them for Christmas? That's awesome. Oh, so cute. Alright. Oh, I think these little guys are so stinking adorable. We were just in Ohio this summer for our family vacation, and one of the places that we went to was the Cincinnati Zoo, and we saw the otters. They're just so mesmerizing, and they're so fun to watch swimming in the water, playing with each other. So stinking cute. They are definitely a fascinating animal. We are almost done coloring his fur. So after that, I'm going to get a color for his nose, and I will tell you what that is in just a second. Alright, so let's get these markers out of the way because we're done with them. You know what we didn't stamp? We didn't do birthday hats. Oh, you guys saw the otters too when you guys... Oh, that's right. You guys went to the zoo too. I forgot. Alright, so we're going to use a dark soft suede on his nose. I kind of went on Google before I started coloring to see about color choices. And they have dark noses, so we're going with that. Alright, so we're going to do the fish. And I thought of doing him, I'm going to do a light pale papaya. I didn't want to do a really bright orange. I kind of wanted to keep it a softer color for the fish. But if you keep going over and over coloring it, it starts out really light when you're coloring, and then it gets super darker the more you color over it. So, there's that. Alright, so let's do our birthday hat. I can't believe I forgot. Alright, where is our black? So we need 2 hats. They're both ready for a party. And then we're going to cut these out. So unfortunately, this set does not come with any dies. So I hope you like to cut. I love to cut. I think cutting is super relaxing, especially when you've had a very crazy day. I kind of find it relaxing to sit and cut. Sometimes, even when I have the dies to some of my stamp sets, I just cut because it's just fun. Alright, so I'm coloring the polka dots. It's called Pumpkin Pie. So we're using the dark pumpkin pie. And then I thought it would be fun to do a pink. And so this pink is the polished pink, which is one of the new in colors for 2021 to 2023. I had to think about that for a minute. So we have the Magenta Madness is one of the colors that is retiring this year, but we do have a polished pink that will be good until next year. So I'm using the dark Bermuda Bay. So I thought this was a really good complementing color to the pink and the orange. Alright, so we got all that colored. We'll get the markers out of here. Next up is coloring, or cutting. Been one of those days, I can tell you that. So I am just going to cut out It's Birthday Time. If you're not comfortable making those straight lines, you're definitely welcome to use your paper trimmer. Alright. I like to leave a little bit of white. I don't like to cut too close to the black lines when I'm cutting. I know some people prefer to cut really close to the image, but I just like leaving a little bit of white. I think his fuzzy hair is so cute up on top. Alright, so there's one down. So has any of you guys ordered yet? If so, did you have a favorite Sale-A-Bration product that you like that you ordered? Or if you have an order that you're looking to order? I'll have to show you right before I got on my live, before I started having technical issues with the computer. I was playing with the daffodil paper. That is one of the free sets. You've seen me use that a couple weeks ago. And I made a really cute card with that. Some of the paper in there is a little busy. Print on one side, and then on the opposite side there are some really fun, pretty, simple designs to use. So there was this one paper. As soon as I finish this, I think it's right by me. It's a little busy, but I really like the daffodil print. I thought it was really pretty, and so I wanted to keep it into a really simple card. And it is actually a card that I will be sending out as the thank yous for anyone that orders in January from me through my shopping page. I will be sending that card out. Let's see. I might not find it now, but I will definitely post it if I don't come across it in just a moment. Alright, so we've got these cuties. Again, like I said earlier, I am not going to do any dimensionals. We're keeping this all flat. I want them to look like they're floating in the water and not above the water. So we'll stick that on there. I think he's so cute. Come on. There we go. We're going to stick him right below there. So then what we're going to do is we have to put their party hats on. And we also have to get out our pumpkin pie orange paper and stamp one more thing on there to finish up the card. There we go. Thought it would be cool to make one look like a boy, one look like a girl. Let's stick that on top. Alright, so here is our pumpkin pie paper. We'll use our black ink pad. We're going to stamp "You are utterly awesome." So I'm actually going to stamp it towards the top because we're going to create a banner. Sweet. So I'm actually going to cut a straight line down. So to create a banner, I'll cut a little bit on this side. There we go. So you're going to want to find the middle of your paper, and then you're just going to want to cut a little bit of a line, however far up you want the banner to be. And then you're going to start from your side, cut right to your line, and then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. And there's your banner. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's your card that you're creating to send to someone, and all that matters is that it is handmade. So we're going to put a little bit of glue down on there. And we're also going to use the small dimensionals for our, it's birthday time. Pull up the little stickers on the back. Put that right on top of the banner. And there's our card. How cute is that? It's birthday time. You are utterly awesome. What little kid would not love to get this? I think this is so cute. Tell me what you think of the card if you like it. I'm just going to peek one more time to see if I can find that card that I made. Ah, I found it. Alright. So this is the card that I made using one of the daffodil papers. And let me show you. So this is the paper. And as you can see, it is a pretty, pretty busy. I thought it'd be pretty, fun just to cut it down the middle. Cut out, I actually did 3 3/4 is what I cut it at. Cut it a little bit smaller. And then I just cut out a butterfly using the Blushing Bride. I want to do a really soft pink. I did the pale papaya at the bottom and used one of our punches. And this is from the saying, Just Thinking of You, is from the new Flowering Tulips set. There's a lot of pretty sentiments on there. And so I thought this was a pretty cute card to send to somebody. So I thought, I'm going to make these for our January thank yous. So if you purchase from me during the month of January, you'll receive this card. I don't sign the inside. I just put a post-it in there so that you can use it and send it to a friend or to a family member. So again, if you comment, like, share my post tonight, I will enter you into a drawing for this Otterly Awesome card. And if you purchase $50 in products, you can get the stamp set for free. You can't purchase the set, but you have to do an order a $50 order in order to get this set for free if you like this stamp set. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to put it in the comments or message me. And one more thing before I forget. So Friday, February 4th, I am doing a virtual class with the new birthday kit that just came out this week. I posted the details on my page under the events. So if you are interested in, putting together a bunch of birthday cards to mail out this year, this birthday kit is super cute. So if that is something that you're interested in, I need to order them by Monday in order to get them in time for the class Friday night. And so you can either, I do cash, check, or PayPal or Venmo if you'd like to. I need that class to be prepaid, again, by Monday, January 17th. And that all the details are on my page, so you'll be able to go under the events and check that out. In the meantime, I hope you guys all have a wonderful night, and I will see you next week. Bye.